They're really aggressive about this opening cutscene. Like you will play it now. Alright, everything's good there. Let's swap over. And we're good. Luckily, Google Fiber has stopped being annoying. For a few weeks there, it was just hiccuping like every morning for a good 10-15 minutes. After having zero problems with it. And I've since come to learn, in my head I thought they always put you in queue just to manage the server load like at once. But it turns out no. There are just a lot of people playing. Because I did log on super early one day, and there was no queue. I have a sweet outfit right now. Proud of that. And we're up. We always retire in an in-room. Alright. Doing a lot of back and forth quests at the moment. Go steal this. Great, you did that. Go learn this. Great, you learned that. Eventually we're gonna storm this place. After a lot of preparation. Magic armor. Send the others took it inside. Go in and join them. We've now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. One word, interesting. Now, you needn't worry though. Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend, and they will think of naught else till the job's done. 'Tis a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. Can you just infer that they shit themselves? What do we get? Nothing we can use. Repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained. Sid is getting crazy with these words. That the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices, which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Modana. More fetch quests, but all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternate solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details. As I believe the chief has already informed you, the Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. Thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the Thunderhead maintenance engineers at Castum Sentry had remembered to replace their cores, we would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. I did already kill a bunch of them. But do not despair, for I fear there's a solution. To substitute the Magitech core with a Mammoth Heart. In case you don't know, a Mammoth Heart can be used to grant sentience to an automation. By my reckoning, such a device would be more than capable of regulating the armored servo mechanism. We just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for a first-rate Mammoth Heart with the Goldsmith's Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Ul'dah and collect it. Oh, and pay for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No? Well, they typically cost something in the order of the... Hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. Goldsmith. I think that's in the royal quarter. Ul'dah. Oh, there we go. Easy enough. Hello. That's not a default hairstyle. Hello there. Come to collect the mammoth heart, you say? You must be here on behalf of Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the fine example we have. A heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. This heart is for Master Alphan's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his manservant will be coming to collect it. I am no manservant. Tender and years though he may be, Master Alphanot has been a benefactor of ours since our predecessor's time. The Goldsmith's Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. Here is the mammoth's heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. Master. Every little thing she does is Magitech. I appreciate it. Wordplay is fun. Oh, I met this person before. Want to go in? It hardly needs saying, but try not to be seen. Alright, I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Sorry about that. Our corgi is very finicky about eating her food. So, we have to put her in the bathroom with her food, then she eats it. Somehow that, like, inspires her to eat. It's like, oh, well, I guess I might as well eat it. I'm in here with it. Do you have the mammoth heart? Can't wait to see if it works. So yeah, I had to get her out of there. Hurrah, thank you so much. But, this is magnificent. It must have cost an emperor's ransom. Yep, it did. Free of charge? Courtesy of Alphanod? Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. Without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. There, she's ready. Magitech armor, engage. Or not. Huh. Just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. Is that a corduroy hat? Good job, team. Yes, she's alive. Let's take her outside and put her through the paces. Jack, would you care to do the honors? Hop on the pilot seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing the tangle of crystals yonder, as far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you needed to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. Let's go. is probably a mount you can get. No anomalous movement evident from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down, and then sprint north, quick as you can. Now he joins absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back, Jacked. First time I've seen that indicator. And that means vehicle quest. Torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. That concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Here's a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not as responsive as it should be. I'm at a loss to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously within the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas magic cores serve only to conduct impulses, mammoth hearts enable automata to process information collected by the sensors as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team. We have a sentient magic armor. In which case, we should all do our best to make her feel welcome. What's the welcome emote look like? It's like I'm offering a big hug. After it fell, I gave it my best. I welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting us to do anyway? Bob is a curtsy. Biggs is an unbeliever. No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important to warrant the silliness. I was not. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at the best of times and wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of the worn Magitek core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Garlean technology. Seemed to just work fine. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps. Cheer our heads off. Beers, come for the armor. Damn it, they have us cornered. It's Power Ranger. There's the Reaper. Taken by the traitor Garland? And is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements. The hells you will. Located the stolen Reaper, requesting immediate assistance. Respond, respond. Yeah, we did that earlier. It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland. No matter. If we can't reclaim it, destroy it. That looks ridiculous. Bloody hell's jacked. Protect the armor at all costs. Up in the airway. Goal is to protect the Reaper, so one tap this guy. Hey. Stop it. Get help. Michael Jordan meme. Easy game. Feel like I should say howdy a lot. Now we're best friends because we saved them. Chief, look, she moved. Ah, now she deigns to grace us with her presence. Took us a while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades. Finally! The amount of questing we've had to do to set this up. There, the finishing touch. Won't that give away that this is not the right Magic armor? Alright. Let's go. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I was trying to click on her. Seen this person quite a bit leveling. Basically said we're ready to go. How go your preparations, Jack? We'll leave as soon as you're ready. I have nothing to prepare. Clement, you came. Aye. Thought I'd give you a roaring send-off. 'Tis the least I can do for the fine men and women who are about to make a lifelong wish come true. We'll do our best. It occurs to me. For all the help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Garlean, what did the Empire do to earn your ire? I put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories. No, I don't mind, really. Truth be told, part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, 'tis hardly novel. Ain't the first to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister, too. Pretty little thing she was, gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. Then the Imperials came and took it all away. When Alamiga fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. There's a lot of rape in this story. They hid their suffering from me the best they could, but I knew, and the thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking away around a gorge not far outside the walls when they caught up with us. And rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leapt over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. It was some years after that I escaped again, and that time I got away. Swore then that I'd get revenge on the Empire. I became an adventurer so as to own my skills and earn the coin I needed. But nigh on 2 decades since it's gone by, and what have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. Not like you lot. You ain't been here 10 minutes. You've already done more than I managed in 10 bloody years. You give us too much credit, Clement. We seek only to rescue our friends. Well, what's more important than that? In any road, after you got your friends back, you're planning on going after the Empire, and don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folk take on the Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it's helped stave off my appetite for revenge. But something tells me I won't be going hungry for a while, what with everything you got planned. And are you sure that will satisfy you? If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hand, you need only say the word. We'd be glad to have you with us. Damn to know your offer is. I'm afraid I must decline. Swore to get revenge on the Empire, so it's true, but I've long since realized that the French lands no place for a man like me. Well, that makes sense. Some people aren't meant to fight. Like, I worked with some of these guys. I bounced in college, was a bouncer, and some people don't last long as a bouncer because they freeze up when things start going wrong. Those are people that don't make it in war either. There's someone that was calling me craven, but I prefer to think of myself as realist. My talent's line scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I make the most difference. That's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. May Ralgog give you strength. Thanks, buddy. Wherever the Empire goes, misery invariably falls in its wake. For the sake of all who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaius' ambitions. Absolutely. But first, we have friends to rescue. Biggs, Wedge, and I will lie in wait east of Castrum Sentry, just outside the stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise. This will be the shortest rescue mission in history. So it was definitely chest piece and a helm. I think that was it. Yeah. That's all it takes. We are now an Imperial. It's the derpiest helmet, though. I feel like you would talk in like a pinched nose voice.
Like you would talk like this with this helmet on.
It's not a very intimidating look for the Empire. But last stream, I finally got some story on the Empire. They're not just mustache-twirling villain. They're very much like the Empire in Star Wars, where their thought is, hey, we're actually trying to help everybody. If we conquer everything, then everything will be cool. There'll be no wars, we'll solve every dispute. Of course, people with those ambitions tend to get high in their own supply, so to speak, and go to any cost to achieve that end. And therein lies the problem with empires. And probably the problem with this one. What happens if I'm in combat then I go in a cutscene? Forgive me for saying so, but you cut quite a dashing figure in Imperial Black and Crimson. Huh. But now's not the time for jests. I look derpy.
Hello.
Let's review the infiltration plan. Castrum Sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. Elphanod and I will create a diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we are able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold, posing as a patrol returning from duty. Should Elphanod and I prove less distracting than hoped, I will contact you via Link Pearl. It sounds like that's going to happen. We're going to have to fight. They really enjoy that move. Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Oh, unless you wonder, Ida and Ishtola left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they should linger in their vicinity to cover our retreat in the event that Elphanod and I attracted too much attention. But the approach of an Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed. They did at least leave a message for you. Something along the lines of, don't do anything reckless. If memory serves, wise words. Alright. The Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You best be off. Good luck, Jacked. May the 12 keep you. Let's go. The belly of the beast, as it were.
You have spirit.
Keep your hands off my lady.
Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help. You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment. Had
She's a
you
good cop.
accepted our aid from the beginning.
Okay, never mind. She's good and bad cop. Mostly bad cop.
Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it.
That's not a very good negotiating tactic.
Which will it
Like, you're
be?
gonna die either way.
As you wish, my dear Minfilia.
I mean, I've never tortured someone before for information, but if I were to...
You leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study.
You have to leave some hope out there. They think they might get out.
Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridianum.
Yes, milady.
Are Imperial soldiers Cockney? Yes, milady. All right, all right. Best get back to my duties. The supplies aren't going to move themselves. And neither are the prisoners, come to that. Imperial salute. Okay. Where is it? There it is. Bam. Enjoy that. Oh, my apologies. I didn't notice you there. So engrossed was I in my task. You'd be engrossed too had the tribunus commanded you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do I speak of? Oh, let me tell you my plans. You mean you haven't heard? Only the infamous Signs of the Seventh Dawn, captured by the tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look at the storage tower when you next pass that way. Nice music. Nice bass line. It's very Metal Gear. Considering our surroundings, it makes sense. That's a fine salute. Part of the maintenance crew from Occidents, are you? Well, welcome to Custom Century Engineer. What, prisoners? I've heard the rumors then. Yes, they're being held in a storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. You were summoned here to work, not to gawp at Eosia's defeated heroes. Show a bit of enthusiasm, or I'll have you reported. Slacker. Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something in there. And, who am I fooling? I'm falling for one of the prisoners, alright? I dare say you know the one. The svelte blonde? Goodness no. It's a Lalafell lass I'm submitting with. I know Lalafells are supposed to be, you know, normal-aged. Still is kind of weird. She looks 7. Tataru. It's a Lalafell lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable it hurts. I want to sweep her up in my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon it would take to convince the Centurion to lend me the key so I can see her? So, what's this? You need access to the storage tower? What business have you in there? The Tribunus behest, you say? This is highly irregular. It will not do to make my lady wroth. Take my identification key. That was easy. See that it is returned when your errand is concluded. That's all it took. Security is tight, just as we expected. Gonna need a special key for when I get past this bulkhead. Easily done, sir. Don't make it too obvious. have a feeling this is when things are going to start going wrong. Affable Imperial. He's a friendly one. Hello. That wasn't very affable. No. Philia and the rest. Thank goodness they're safe. I am the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life. You shall answer to your mistress. Smart, Tataru. Tataru, we must do something. We risk letting the entire cast know we're here. Ah, you're right. We may not get a better chance. This is the 3rd squadron. What is it? A Reaper? Seized when? This came to light only now? Culprits will have left a trail. Take as many men as you need and scour the area. I want the Reaper found. Now's our chance. The surprised faces are funny. What the? Strike my last. Mocking Imperial salute. Eliminate the intruders. Let's go. Jack, get the shackles off us quickly. Probably a good idea. Okay, never mind. Easily done.
I have come to save you.
I just keep hearing that voice looking at that helmet. Jack, I was so scared. It was foolish of you... Minfilia, being dumb. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But, thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away, ere the window to our liberty closes shut. What did you say? Escaped? Then recapture them. Fail and I shall have your head. She does have the coolest armor of all of them. The White Ranger was always the coolest. And what have we here? The Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have the eye of an hour man, Ida. Well, she's kind of hard to miss with that showy armor of hers. I agree. The accursed scions! How did you slip our defenses? With unexpected ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be a commotion outside the castrum's walls, which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. Y'shtola is just being polite. That was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. It's no wonder it's called a phantom train. Oh. Final Fantasy VI reference. That's the thing you suplex. This is why I played the remasters before playing this game, so I could remember all this. I would have known this one anyway, but still. It's cool to see them reference their other games. So you scuttled in amongst the freight just like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. That is far from your most pressing concern. First, you must answer for your own wrongdoing, Livia Sass Junius. Here's my branch. 'Twas you who led the raid on the Waking Sands. You who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends. We'll never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea any longer. Betake you to your god. More intruders. Protect the tribunus. Confound it. Ida, with me. Nice. After them. Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, milady. A discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, milady. Shouldn't there be alarm bells going off now? No, no, no! There they are. Fan out and surround them. Must protect Tataru. Biggs, I'm going in. See everyone to safety. We can take them. No, wait, don't do it. That seemed ill-informed. Oh no. Jack, hold him off. I'll look after Minfilia and Tataru. Oh, Papayemo's a fighter. I think he's a black mage. Healer. Vulnerable, okay. Find a shield generator. Doesn't work in battle. Not finding. Looking for some type of shield generator. I'm not finding it. Any clues there, Papayemo? Aha. Same thing. Ah, there's no end to them. Where's the generator? Nope. There we go. Separate generator for that one. Okay, you need to die. You're annoying. We haven't checked over here. Okay. Ow! We're dying. Puppy Emo has heals. Okay. He's not a black mage. You're not getting away. Bring forth the Colossus. He's a black mage with cross-class skills. Okay. So he's special class. Oh, interesting. I like him as a character. Him and Ida are a good combo. A lot of Centurions. The first-person camera angle's fun. They use it quite sparingly, but it's nice when they do it. I remember this scene.
Take the leader, kill the rest.
I don't want to spoil it, but it's pretty cool.
What the?
The Astola! Pray, forgive us our delay.
Alright, Stola's cool.
Papolimo, Minfilia. Ida!
What took you so long?
Well, it's nice to see you too. The reunion must wait. Right. First things first.
I'm the realist.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered. You ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell!
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
I picked the wrong accents for them. Biggs kept saying reckon, so I'm like, oh, he's Southern. Southern American. And the other guy made Irish. Turns out Biggs is more an Irish inflection. And then Wedge is kind of posh
There's no one
British.
in there.
I can't do many accents from memory. If I hear it enough, I can kind of
Can you hear me?
copy it pretty well.
I need you to count to 5, then jump. Understood?
This is done in many forms of media, but it works.
1,
It's always an epic
2,
moment.
3.
4.
Okay, we definitely landed on top of that. Still, cool moment.
I know not which is more pitiful, the charlatans who rule Eorzea, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power. The power to cast down icons.
They're giving him a little bit of character.
Continue to deny this truth. It is the people
Yeah.
who will suffer. Embrace reason.
Again, very similar to the Empire in Star Wars. He's like, if I just rule everything, it'll be fine. I'll stop wars, I'll make sure trade routes are established and enforced. Everything will be better if I just let me be the king.
No. It's here.
12 preserve us. They finished it. Ultima weapon.
So it has a name.
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo. The Alagons used it to crush primal and foe alike, and now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Damn you, Gaius! Look! There, beside the Black Wolf. An Ascian. An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
La Habrea. It could only be him.
The reveal.
Thancred! He was La Habrea? No. No, this cannot be!
We have to go now! Hang on!
Thancred! No!
You really put out a mwaha. That's how you know he's a baddie. I don't remember why he is part of the Ascians.
All that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected. And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Ascians. How could I have been so blind? Small wonder the enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all!
It's the first time Elfanaut is not a know-it-all.
No. No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders staked their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do. We must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
Cryle, this is Minthelia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill
so
turn,
forgive me if I seem brusque.
but the
item
battle
I
is far
requested,
from over.
Is it ready?
And so long as we stand together,
Wonderful.
there shall
I'm
ever
sorry
be
to
hope
press,
of
but
victory.
we need it urgently. How
Hey,
soon
Rue.
can
The
it be
people of
delivered?
Eorzea falter for want of such
My
hope.
dog.
I am in
Let
your
us
debt, my
provide it.
friend.
Let
She's
us
a
bear to them
corgi.
the tidings that the scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned.
I haven't used her for social media likes yet. Corgis are like crack for that.
Matters are
Maybe I
coming
should.
to a head. I hope we can count on you.
My regards to grandfather. I am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.
Meet with all the homies. Mirluib, the boring one, and Raban, and well, no, what's her name? Sultana. Rally all available forces. I want them ready to move upon my word. And relay to these names. Slafferson, the order to sail. That is all. She's my leader. The maelstrom stands ready. What of the flames? Ready as we're like to be. I only need to give the word to Ral. I am the monotone one. Has there been no word from Ishgard? None. The dragons have got their tongues. Silent to the last. I was unwise to hope for better. Yeah, I've said it before. With a lot of fantasy, people never ever want to repeat names. The problem with that is when you have thousands of characters, you end up with some really weird names, and it seems like that's the case here. Because they haven't repeated one name. Like, even like the lowliest, just random person at a bar has a unique name. What would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth if not this? And he claims the fury for his god. 'Tis bad comedy. To Sultana. We haven't really talked with her yet. The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. Last time I was a paladin too, so I did spend some time in Ul'dah. And we talked to Sultana more. Her and Raban are funny combo. Brains and brawn. As Raban screws up a lot. I believe we are all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. But we must agree upon a course of action. Not less than the fate of Eorzea hangs upon the decision of this council. Van Belsar claims to wield a power to smite primals. Should we yield to him, he pledges to rid the realm of its false gods. I have to talk like that with her. It's just boring. Yet offer resistance, and he swears we shall share the primal's fate. Pardon my bluntness, but I do not like these choices. This is too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Choose we surrender or resistance, we must answer as one. For if but one surrenders, the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for the wisdom to do right by all our peoples. They seem to look to her a little bit to run things. Interesting dynamic. Alright, I need to get this stupid outfit off. Bam. Now I'm cool. Thancred's plight troubles us all, yet we cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. So long as the ultimate weapon exists, Eorzea will never know peace. Let us go to the Alliance leaders, Jack, and help them make the right decision. We get 26 more tickets. We're never going to run out of those. We already have like 80. They really don't want you to have to run all the way there. Grim tidings, Jack. It seems the word of the ultimate weapon's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders in the form of an ultimatum. They have gathered in the Fragrant Chamber and are deliberating the answer even as we speak. Beleaguered as they are, I feel they may well elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare their people untold suffering. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eorzea if not deliver it, and the leaders must be made aware of this. Let us hurry to them, Jack, and ensure that they do not act in ignorance of the consequences. Let's go. Oh, that's Gold Saucer. Okay. Ruby Road Exchange, I believe. No. We need a crystal thingy. What is that? Trying to hit up the blue ones. The only blue quests I've ignored are PvP. This might be PvP as well. Let's check. Yours is a welcome face, Jack. To have a task for which one of your impeccable record would be well suited, though perhaps campaign would be a more fitting description given the sheer commitment the mission demands. As you're well aware, the inhabitants of Thanalan have long suffered the hostilities of the Amal Jah. The Lizardmen have been quiet for some time, chastened by your victory over the Primal Ifrit. But once again, the beastmen stir. There's been a resurgence in kidnappings, and in greater numbers than before. Matters have grown so far out of hand that the local garrisons have petitioned us for reinforcements. That is why I wish you to lead an extended action against the Amal Jah and put a stop to these raids. Report to Commander Gilzilbert, head of security in Little Alamigo. He'll brief you on the details of your duty. Alright, let's see what this is. Might be a dungeon. Oh, I'm level 46 now. I could do that other dungeon I unlocked. Commander Swift said he'd assigned someone to assist with our growing beastman problem. Glad to see the urgency of our situation is being taken seriously. Now, as I'm sure the commander explained, the Amal Jah activity in the region has grown almost frenzied. Seems like the Lizardmen have determined to carry off every peddler and traveler that rises past through southern Thanalan. And I'm not speaking of furtive nighttime raids here. The bastards are striking in full daylight, even against escorted merchant caravans. We've heard reports of raids as far south as Sagoli Desert, so it's not a simple matter of increasing patrols on the roads to Little Alamigo. We must mount a decisive response, and soon. The next time the Amal Jah appear, I want you to be ready to send them back howling into the desert. Not long before you arrive, in fact, our scouts reported a merchant resting in plain view of one of the trade routes. Make haste to the location I've marked on your map. See that the fool isn't taken by the raiding party. What is this quest? Maybe it leads to there. We'll find out. Again, I've been trained to do all blue quests because it typically unlocks content. I don't think there's a way out this way. Oh, yes there is. Oh, Chocobo. Gotta remember to do that. Don't know what Beast Tribe quests are, so we'll find out. It's dailies, okay. Yeah, it seems to be a lot of content to do to level alternate jobs, which is cool. Because you don't just want to wait in dungeon queues all day. Should be other stuff to do. And there's even a cutscene for it. Overconfident fools. You think your raids here go unnoticed? It's good, Amal Jah? What treachery is this? You are the Brotherhood of Ash. Sweet armor. We are. Though we number but few, we shall be your death this day. Oh, they have the same armor, just the blue looks cooler. Awkward. What do I do? Treacherous heathens, your victory will come at a price. Who's Cat Lady? That is an outfit. She made a choice. Attacking when the enemy's back is turned, your ancestors return in their graves. I seem infatuated. Soldier's life is one of peril, and the first rule of war is to understand the mind of your enemy as well as your own. Friends? Your presence is noted here, adventurer, but this is our battle. You need not become involved. Oh. Little depth, the Amalja tribes. We've got some politics going on. Who's Cat Lady? I am Hamujka, and I lead the Brotherhood of Ash. We are what remain now of the all-consuming flame. The all-consuming flames have reduced the rest of my people to unthinking zealots. You interest me, child of Eorzea. Be it fortune or fate, would not ignore the forces that sought to bring us together. I extend to you an invitation to join us at the Ring of Ash. Okay, so this is probably where you get your dailies from these guys. Nice story, though. The Amalja aren't just unthinking assholes. There's different sections to them. Different factions. Nice little spot. Welcome to the Ring of Ash, adventurer. This place serves as home for a humble gathering of soldiers. My brothers and I ever seek to own our martial prowess and honor the blood of our ancestors. We keep the old ways. Of the desert nomad and of the warrior. To those who are worthy, we show proper respect regardless of origin. Your aura, it carries the reek of brimstone. Could you be one of the champions said to have laid low the Lord of the Inferno? Then I would have you understand the curse that has befallen our fanatic brethren. They have forgotten the code that governs our people, the glory that comes from a warrior's death. They spirit away with the weak and the feeble, and offer them up in exchange for the bar blessings of a hoary god. Day after day I witness the shameful acts of my kin. The honor of the Amalja is a faded, paltry thing, no longer driven by the righteous fortunes of battle. It is these kidnappings that most stoke the flames of my fury. Why, the victims often bear no arms at all. What triumph can be found in such cowardly attacks? We are hunters, my brothers and I. The fallen Amalja who huddle in Zanrak are our prey. If you share my outrage, then I bid you join us in our kin war. No, I will not accept this pretender. Your armor is not doing a good job hiding your vitals. You claim to be one of the heroes that fell defeat. I've cut down a dozen men who boasted that feat. More likely you slew a guttering fire sprite and convinced yourself it was the king of the seventh hell. I did not ask for your counsel, Loon-Ga. I and I alone make the decision for the Brotherhood. You better not stray into the path of my errors, adventurer. We have too many enemies for me to waste ammunition on puffed-up heroes like you. Forgive this interruption. I shall vouch for the authenticity of your claim. Only one who has faced a defeated Ifrit could have this said to you. Past glories, however, will not impress my soldiers. Prove yourself through your actions, and you might find reception here improved. Okay, so it's like a faction thing. Reputation. Grind. Our foes are the Amalja of Zanrak. We shall break the fangs that feast on the helpless. Our target is clear, and our resolve unshakable. Okay, so not only dailies, but it's a bit of a story as you progress along it, which is kind of cool. Okay. So, we don't need to do that now, but now I know this is a thing. Yeah, Lauren Vale is 47, you're right. I was wearing that armor you get at 50. It's got that teal light coming through it. Pretty cool. Bartholomew. The Council of the Alliance Leaders is presently in progress in the Fragrant Chamber. I must ask you step away from the doors. Oh, I'm sorry. You're here on behalf of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? 1,000 pardons, my lord. Of course you may answer. That's right. Kind of a big deal. People know me. I have many leather-bound books.
We keep treading the same ground.
Van Belsar's demands are clear.
Alas, our minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left?
So we're in like the Dark Ages right now. I read some lore, this astral and umbral arrows.
I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals,
whereas astral arrows like the Renaissance, like
new terror,
lots of technology, lots of science. And then we get to the umbral.
We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
It's usually like some calamity, some cataclysm happens, and then it goes to the Dark Ages. And this has happened like 7 times.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost.
She still makes 2 very good points.
Only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
By the 12, though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it. Not that I deny there is truth in what you say, nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready to fight. Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Do not blame yourself, Rauban. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent. Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being?
Right.
While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Alas, they are gone.
This is our moment.
And the Black Wolf is
Barge through the door right now. Perfect.
Admiral! I fear you are mistaken.
You know Elfenot was just listening at the door for that. For a good moment to come in.
Minfilia? And 7 hells! Master Garland?
Strike a pose.
And you, dear friend.
Say my
By
name.
Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
As we approached, I would swear I heard talk of surrender. But I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends.
Blatant boob shot.
Accepting the Gallians' offer to vanquish the
They know what
Primals
they're
would
doing.
be folly. Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Gallians' proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans
Like a bodyguard.
war and conquest.
Like,
Should
heads
Eorzea
out of the
fall into
frame.
their hands, there will be such
Preposterously
suffering as none
large.
can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for, what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
Ooh, go team.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Ralban?
Sid,
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender?
I would never know your struggle by the tone of your voice, because you're so boring.
We owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight. We Gridanians have no love for war. Yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change.
I almost heard an inflection there.
Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire.
There we go. Now I
for the
feel some
sake of the
emotion.
realm and all who abide here.
Took a while. We got there. That surprise face. Nanima broke. I love war! The leaders are insane.
At long last, I hear words worthy
Good
of
luck,
the
everybody.
founder of the Alliance. Ralban, are we to be outdone?
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it. With great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We Uldans who have turned sand into gold know this well. How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round. On account of being a pirate myself.
Hey.
And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all.
Wasn't that what all pirates did?
Those who would
Like, they
pick
attack
up
merchants and people that
quarrel
can't
with
defend
us
themselves in
must
history.
choose. Back down or go down with all hands.
If there's like a naval warship, they're not fighting them.
Aliens come.
They're running away.
The united strength of Limsa Lominsa
But I get her.
will be
I get her thought
waiting
process.
for them.
She needed something cool to say. Everyone else had something cool.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
We must needs consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts. Pray leave the military matters to us, and
retire to the Waking Sands.
We will send word anon.
Pray return to the Waking Sands. I need to do an inventory purge. So much crap. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you raided monasteries? Oof. Well, that's what they did in history. Vikings. Yeah, they're not going to attack anything defended. Pirates or Viking raids, they're going to attack what's not defended. And they'll just leave if, like, the military shows up. Prepared. That looks like a dungeon's going to open. Alright, I need to use the restroom quickly. And make some more tea. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna chill here. So I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Almost out of that tea. I had a client, 87 years old. She goes back and forth to England a lot because she really likes the Royal Ballet in London. And this time she learned I was drinking tea, so she got me this tea from England. It is really, really good. It's really good Earl Grey. I never particularly liked Earl Grey before. But I guess when you have the really good stuff, it's different. I looked online. You can buy it online, but it costs like 30 bucks to get to import it. It's worth it. There's a lot of bags in there.
I cannot well express my relief to think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
We're getting all the voice acting now.
But the fire in their hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather?
We're talking about Louis Spa.
Was that your power at work earlier?
Nothing of the sort. The leaders of Eorzea had lost their way.
Oh yeah, because she is the Echo.
I merely helped them to find
Like we
it
do.
again.
The other ones don't.
Oh, hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you? It's all right, Sid.
We must needs plan our next move. Pray continue liaising with your respective nations. Sid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
I'll be whatever and wherever you need me to be.
Alright.
We haven't
He's
a
bros
moment
with the
to
Raban,
waste.
apparently.
All right, let's do this.
Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him in thrall to an Ascian. Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows. That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as crystals of darkness. One such crystal may yet be the key to saving Thancred.
This is a crystal of darkness.
A mere replica, created using data obtained from anomalous crystals found across Eorzea.
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies. Even for an Archon, Thancred's talents are exceptional. We all had complete confidence in him.
Dope.
It was for this reason that none among us foresaw the danger in sending him to investigate the Ascians alone.
Thancred had been striving to fill the void left by Louis Soir. Yet, it was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
Yeah, he would volunteer for everything and work till he was dizzy.
And the toll taken by his exertions made him vulnerable to Ascian influence.
The crystal that binds Thancred must be somewhere on his person. If we could but destroy it, his Ascian possessor would be compelled to relinquish control over him.
Easily done. We have a mission.
You have proven the stoutest of allies.
Yes, I have.
Standing with us through thick and thin. Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm and Thancred,
Well,
I ask that you lend us your strength once more.
I have nothing else going on.
Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. As I am sure you are aware, The realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light.
That was the original game's players.
What you may not be aware of is that your many feats in service to the Scions have prompted folk to make certain comparisons.
I have killed 3 primals. Kind of a big deal.
I must confess, you do remind me of them. Yet remember this. However glorious the past, it is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present. A new darkness threatens the realm, and the people cry out for a savior. I believe that you are he, a warrior of light, here in the present, guided by the crystal's will. Come, my friends. Let us fight to safeguard the future of our beloved Eorzea.
Unison nod. 26 more tickets. Oh no, I'm below level. Well. Gluto seals if I tank it, but I want to be the right level on a bar. Yeah, I do need a dungeon. Because I don't want to swap to warrior and leave Bard behind. Do you want to run one? Alright, let's do the old roulette. Oh, you're probably in your other... What's the highest level dungeon? Oh, okay, no roulette, that's fine. I don't need the roulette, I just need 1 dungeon for experience. Let's see. The Darkhold. I need to be outside that. Sweet. More rainbow stuff. Fending. I'm assuming this is all crafted stuff. Put all this stuff in my armory chest so I don't forget. Sweet. Yeah, that was a nightmare, by the way. Never volunteer to help someone move. Whew. Because if I'm asking someone's help to move, I'm gonna have everything completely ready to go so when they come, they can just help the thing I need them to help with and leave. He had not begun to pack anything. He hadn't screwed the legs off this giant couch thing we had to move. He'd done nothing. It was a nightmare. Supposed to take 10 minutes, took like an hour and a half. Got a lot of new people. Cool. And it couldn't be mean to him because his mom was there. And his mom was a lovely lady. I really wanted to be mean. I could not. Yeah, I've seen a surprising amount of new people. I would think with the game being in the place it is, you know, starting a new story, and a kind of lull between content, that it would not be, you know, helpful to draw new players, but I've seen a lot of new players, which is really cool. Because if you're not getting new players in an MMO, the MMO is just dying. You can't exist on existing player base. People always leave for whatever reason. Well, this tank seems to be struggling a little bit. But they're new. Well, they're a Shadow or Dark Knight, so they're at least level 50. What the heck? My movement just very much bugged there. That's weird. Almost made it. I got my level. But yeah, new players, always good. Something I think retail WoW is struggling with. I actually still do see a lot of new players in, well, when I played hardcore. I was playing hardcore for a while before this. I think that's honestly the best version of the game. Modern WoW is too plagued with stacking systems, and it's one of those games where they try to cater to absolutely everybody, and in turn, they just make boring stuff, because if you cater to the widest net, your content's going to be boring. It just is. And I saw the, they put out this survey for Classic Plus, like what basically the classic version of the game with more features added. It's what people have been asking for. But a lot of the questions in the questionnaire made it seem like they really just wanted to turn it into, like, retail light. Which is not what us older players want. As you add too much quality of life, it suddenly becomes just a different game. Oh, dancers at Peloton too. Cool. Are you running a damage meter, Demise? I gotta do that tonight. I know you gotta set up like a third-party program. Okay, I was just curious how I was doing. Maybe it's my WoW brain. Yeah, I know you don't like need it for this content, but I just like to optimize. For instance, like an AoE, it's like, alright, should I just spam AoE or should I dot that AoE? Just answering similar questions like that, it's very helpful for. Like, I very much do appreciate that Final Fantasy is 0 add-ons. And they enforce that. Because add-ons, it's just a slippery slope that leads to horrific encounter design, because you have to compensate for the fact that everyone is using add-ons to tell you where to be every second of every fight. Which sucks. But damage meter is just nice to have. Because it allows you to, like, work on your play. Like, I don't know if I'm doing my rotation better or worse, I'm just hitting my buttons right now. I think I'm hitting them in the correct order, but I don't know. And if I want to do harder content, that's when you gotta make sure you're pulling your weight. Because there's always DPS checks in fights. I forgot about that mechanic as well. Took the limit break. It's fun to cast. Oh, antivirus didn't like it. Yeah. It is, again, kind of awkward to install because it's not really supported in the client, so you gotta do some odd stuff to run it. I've been liking the playstyle of Archer. Again, last time I was Dragoon, and while I like the thematics of Dragoon, it was very much a 1-2-3 class. Hit your combo, the next thing in your combo, the next thing in your combo, and you're good. Occasionally hit some off global cooldown. Whereas here, there's no combo, it's just heavy shot, and then you watch for procs. It's more interactive. We did it. Oh, this opened up. Past party lead. Remote? Yes. Alright, we're in the same trade. Better shape than me, though. Oh, we're doing the Stone Vigil. Oh. This level 1. $35,000, okay. That's pretty epic. Nice. Very cool. I didn't know this was a thing. Gonna change gear now. Oh. I'm not worried about it. Oh, I'm in combat. That's what's not letting me do anything. I can't even leave. Yeah, I'll just use it when I get it. That's fine. I'll just use it when I find it. When I do it the first time. That's fine. Thanks, though. I didn't know that was a thing. Alright. Alright, we're in the same trade. You're in better shape than me, though. Mishap at the Wanderer's Palace nearly did me in, but boy, was it worth it. The calamity drained it near half the water from the Bronze Lake. And there it was, an ancient temple of Ocean. Why is it called a palace, then? Beats me, I just went in looking for treasure. Me and my feller. It was like a dream, that's what it was like. The water hadn't done a thing. There were gold-framed mirrors bright as the moon. We gazed upon ourselves and draped in chains of pearl, dancing on a floor of marble and malachite. Like a king and queen, me and my feller. A daring new adventurer like yourself wouldn't say no to a chance like that now, would you? Tell you what, go onto the docks of Camp Bronze Lake and talk to Abazi Chirazi. Great name. Used to be a boon companion of mine. He'll ferry you to the palace. Alright, I don't know what this is. I'm gonna go look. Oh, well, dungeon's level 50. At least I can open the ability to do it. It's blue, so I do blue. Does this do anything? Nope. This looks cool. Bazzy Chirazzi. You're one of Alan's, aren't you? Oh, one's a ghost in her attic, you know. Keeps sending other adventures to that damn place she calls a palace, thinking you're going to bring her feller back. There were 7 of us that day, one of them her feller. My best friend was another. As soon as we walked in, a tonberry attacked. It was dark, and we couldn't get purchase on the floor, for it was covered in lake slime, then in blood. It's more to say, only Len and I made it out by the grace of the 12, everyone else dead. Think I'd leave him behind, leave my brother by another blood. If I hadn't seen what the Tonberry left, I saw no treasure there, only death. And Tonberries are frightening. If you played, I think 5 was where they were prominent. They're very scary. Said my piece. You still want to see for yourself? That's your business. I'll ferry you there, for adventure days are over, and I'm the boatman of this lake. She thinks they all live, you see, all 5 of them hiding from the Tonberry somewhere in the palace. She tried to flee the infirmary. She told folk about her friends needing rescuing. Then she got sly. Ah, poor lost Aline. Sure. The Wanderer's Palace. Sweet. Yeah, that is level 50. Cool. Alright. Prepare return to the Waking Sands? No, Thanalan. Level 49. I just jumped 3 levels. Alright, well. I'm gonna do my duty roulette. So you said I didn't want to use that one, so I'm gonna lead party for it. And do that on the warrior. You sure? I thought you didn't want to... Or are you gonna do it on your dancer? Okay. Yeah, that works. Oof, I look cool. I need that warrior chest piece, though. Let me invite you back. Friends list. Okay. Should be a quick queue anyway as the warrior. I do like this chest piece. It's not the warrior chest piece, but it's still not bad. Do look tanky. And last time we got this, which is our cheat death, basically. Cool. I did get it. It's not in my hotbar yet. I'll fix that in a second. Just got up from the warrior quest. few times lying to me. Said adventurer need warrior. I don't feel very in need. Good job, everybody. Number 6. All right. We're not going to get that fate done. This is action not yet learned in Steel Cycle. I definitely did the quest. Odd. I don't see the quest on here. Strange. Probably could have done the fate. It's taking a while. Alright, let us go. What do we got? That's a fun one. Do we need the key? I think we need the key. Yeah, for some reason I would think that Final Fantasy has a lot more healers than tanks. Maybe because I think in general people play female characters more than male in this game. Probably because the glamours fit better on them. So I figure female characters, dresses, maybe more healers. But apparently that's wrong. Oh, we don't need to go in here, do we? Oh well. I have a sprout next to my name. People will be nice. Cool down there. Sort of remember where to go. One button rotation. I know I'm maximizing DPS right now. Overpower, overpower, overpower. This doesn't seem to be a kill them at the same time situation. A few similar fights in WoW where if you kill one super quickly, then it turns into like a ghost form and just runs around and attacks you, and there's nothing you can do about it. But this one just seems like kill one, kill the other. Yeah, it's a pretty common mechanic in MMOs. This lady's pissed. Whoops. Oh well. Good game. Didn't know if I wanted all those, but I have them now. Let's see, 47. No, we can do Arm Veil. I probably want to do it... If you're okay coming on your healer, I want to do it on my archer just so I can get it some experience. Because I can do a couple roulettes and level up super quickly on my warrior whenever. But if you can come on your healer, we can get a decent queue for Arm Veil. Alright, we'll queue for that now. Yep, you're right. Healer queue is very good. I am a veteran MMO player. I never pull X for mobs. You haven't lived till you try to pull Stratholme or Scholomance on hardcore. This looks fun. Alright, this guy's just pulling the dungeon.
I mean, that was a choice.
Yep, that tank made a choice. But we be nice. We ha-ha with a smiley face. Yeah, I was like, okay, well, he looks like he's a veteran player. Maybe he's doing the right thing. But no, that was wrong. Yeah, if I would pull this, I would have just gone along the side and pulled a couple packs at a time. He's just like, alright, to the middle! It was a choice, and he made it. Supposed to hug the left wall? Yeah. That makes logical sense to me. Now this guy knows. Hey, if it takes one death and he learns a lesson, death well spent. It was like a quad pull. The locksmith. Root of 2 debuffs. Alright. I don't see any debuff. Oh, there's one. Okay. That does... seems to be doing nothing, but I assume when I get to 2, it'll have an effect. Me. Just gonna scoot on by here. Alright, there's 2. Alright. I didn't get that fruit. Let's get this one. Alright, we did it. Something hit me really hard. We're pumping. Alright, let's shoot. It's almost dead, but let's do the mechanic. Just in case. Fun little fight. Ooh. I like being a bard, having Peloton, having damage buffs. And the effects have some impact. Don't pull everything, please. Oh, he pulled everything. Okay. pop cooldowns for this. Oh, but these don't seem to be hurting him that much. Alright, maybe that cooldown was for naught. Oh well, I bumped. Alright, let's see what this guy does. Coin counter. Maybe we steal his money. Chest is sealed off. See nothing in the room. Alright, that didn't hit me. Looking good. Red mages look kind of cool. Just casting at range, then running in with a rapier. It's pretty neat. Didn't seem to be much of that boss, just some AoE. Pretty straightforward. I don't remember, my spammable AoE is a cone, so we can line things up. Those things hit pretty hard if you're not a tank. Oh, she going big. Cool. In the future, though, unless I really can't figure it out, I prefer to try and figure out the mechanics myself. I know it's a temptation to just be like, hey, let's just make it easy, but I'd rather try and learn it. So yeah, if I die like 2 or 3 times, then obviously I'd appreciate the help, but I do like having to reason out what the mechanics are from the clues the game gives me. Especially in this game where they make it pretty clear what everything does. Oh, mostly telling, yeah. I got you. You want to make your job easier. I get it. Just that's the fun for me, is figuring out stuff. Oh, they went already. Okay. Oh, forgot my song. See, that was not optimal. I should have done my song before casting my dots. Alright, we're at 1. Perfect. Just stand by this fruit. Alright, just gonna do a mechanic. Still at 1 stack. Good. Now we're at 2. Cool. And we're Gucci. We're actually get some distance here. And we're looking good. I want a limit break, but I want to see. Let's just do it. No one else is doing it. Big shot. We could probably just pump her down, even though I have 2. Done. That was a fun dungeon. Still enjoying the slowly ramping up of mechanics as we're going. Job, team. Yeah. Alright. Guess I got it. Alrighty. Now I do have to get ready for work. Oh. Yeah, I had one mob on me, but I just binded it and cut it a little bit. That was fine. But yeah, if it's on the healer, you can't not heal yourself, obviously. Put the gas mask on put the oxygen mask on yourself before you put it on somebody else, so. Yep. That was good, though. And now I'm 49, I can continue the MSQ. So we should be right at the end of the MSQ. I do remember there being that super long dungeon at the very end, which ends with Gaius. I do want to make sure I've unlocked all the dungeons before I proceed as well. Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for healing. The queue time definitely helped. We're just going to retire at an inn. There you are. Wait, what was the other option he gave? Ask about. Okay. Nothing important. Let's take off that. And head to bed. I need to make an outfit for sleeping. Since I do it every time. Instead of just going fully clothed. Alright. So we were done for the day. This weekend, there's pajamas. Yeah, I need to get some of those. It's kind of funny. My girlfriend's going to Dallas. She has an event, a dance event, where she's a massage therapist and she sets up at dance events because she makes quite a bit of money at them, so she's going to Dallas for that. So I'm going to have all weekend by myself So I am going to go hard in Heaven's Ward. Probably like many hour streams both days. Because I should hopefully be done with A Realm Reborn tomorrow. Another 3 hours, I think we'll be done with it. And then we can go super hard on Heaven's Ward. Actually, Friday, I don't have to work either, because for 4th of July, I don't have to work. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I want to get pretty far into Heaven's Ward. I'm looking forward to it, because... Oh, it's quite a few... Oh, no. Post-MSQ. Alright, maybe Friday we can have enough time to do all that. Because Friday I don't work. So I can really pump that out. So hopefully... Okay. Hopefully Friday I can go for like 8 hours. Just blitz through all that and then Heaven's Ward on the weekend. Because again, I've heard nothing but great things about Heaven's Ward. So I'm really excited to try it. But anyway, thank you to all who watched today. I very much appreciate it. Follows do help the stream. So if you enjoyed the show, just go ahead and give it a follow. I very much appreciate it. Other than that, I do this 10 a.m. every day Central Time US. So if you want to continue the story as we get into the expansions, that's when you'll find me. So thank you everyone for watching. Have a good day. Demise, thank you for the dungeons again. That's making my queue time on the Bard much better. Otherwise, I'd probably be still waiting in queue. Anyway, have a good day, guys.